championship as well. Their manager said a little bit nervous coming into this game, but luckily she's not playing. She's sitting back behind the stage. T1, a little bit of a rocky start, Johnny. Look at that New Junk City we saw earlier from them. Didn't look so hot, and well, T1 and Team Liquid here, they're banning the Ashe and the Sigma. We've seen this crop up from both teams, so taking Sigma off of the table early for a control.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup because I think both teams actually are really flexible and are quite happy to mirror each other. Now, T1, they are going to sub in Jasmine here, so they're leaning more on those off-tank heroes. And I think it's a strategic Sigma ban coming out of Team Liquid because you also do protect that Ramatra if Infected wants to play it. For the rest of this series, though, these bans are going to have such incredible impact in how this series play out. Team Liquid, they are the #1 seed from North America, and they've taken us to Nepal to kick this series off.
Yeah, and then look, Tree as well, I was speaking to too, said at the end of the day, if we played stage 3 again, it would be a no contest, easy win. We sweep everybody. Just that level of confidence coming into a place like this is paramount to your success. A lot of Team Liquid fans in the audience, and a lot of their parents too, the Team Liquid gang showing up strong. A lot of fans coming from Korea too. We saw as a Vast and Cargo were checking out some of the signs earlier. A lot of Korean fans coming in supporting Team 1 as well. Nepal is our first map.
Yeah, I mean, these are two of the biggest organizations in esports overall. Like T1, you know, their dominance over in Korea. Now they're trying to make a name for themselves here in Overwatch as well, and Team Liquid. I mean, there are not many older esports organizations than Team Liquid. And they picked up a really young roster here. Some of the brightest prospects in North America, and it's been a steady climb throughout the year. #3 seed earlier on this spring, #2 seed for the mid-season championship, and now they finally won stage 3, qualified for the World Finals. They are finally looking to build on their careers here at the OWCS World Finals.
Oh, was teasing me a little bit there, was Infected, hovering Ryan for about 0.5 seconds, but Echo for Zera, Tree on the Freya. T1 going to do the same, a complete mirror.
And this is what I'm talking about, Joss. Both of these teams, very happy to take this mirror. RuPaul and Vega, they made a name for themselves on this Kiriko and Wuyang composition. And the go-to meta has been Echo and Freya because of their mobility. Some early poke from either of these teams, just one quick bolt from either Freya could be enough for either Echo to capitalize on.
Couple of misses there from both Freyas, just struggling to hit each other, although very quick to be fair. T1 positioned on the high ground. Team Liquid happy to take low, maybe try and get first touch. Zera going pretty low, has to receive the Suzu from RuPaul.
So Team Liquid, they have a bit more of a narrow angle here. T1 trying to contest this point at the minute, and Vigilante becking says that it's going to be enough as RuPaul finds the first pick. A slow approach here from Team Liquid could earn them a first fight win here.
Infected hanging out in Kitchen currently now, can push up onto this high ground. Zesto with a kill is going to be good for one on for Zera. Tree, though, is just such a dominant position right now. Ravenous
Infected.
Vortex is going to pick off Skewed. Kind of ignoring Jasmine up on that high ground. Infected goes for the prey, the low health support players in their own kitchen. And T1, they end up losing control of the point with 24%.
Yeah, really patient play from Liquid, and they make it work. Not panicking about the point. Now looking at the Kirikos here, the ultimate's coming online for our first cycle. RuPaul, 80% to that Kitsune Rush. If you build this quickly, that could be a quick engage from Liquid, capitalizing on that early ultimate charge. But T1, there are no slouches. Zest almost with that duplicate.
Zest is farmed this. Look at that. Dupe up. Zera 65%. Like, Zest is chilling. Well, maybe not for long. Uh-oh. Trying to go for the 1v1. Trying to get away from me. Unfortunately, over a 50% HP. That beam didn't quite turn purple. Zest, though, with a dupe, kills Tree. That's one way to send a message. Bolus available for Zest as well. It's a free ult to be thrown in for TL. Or nice T1, sorry. Does end up getting the shield as the... Well, that's a good tidal blast on Zera, saves his life, but now Vega in trouble. They're getting lasered down by Zest, who's done a lot of the heavy lifting so far. Duplication here now for Zera. 2 Rams on the field, annihilation on the point from both Infected and Jasmine. Can Zera actually stay alive? Just chunked out, Johnny.
Yeah, T1 ends up capping the point on the back of those ultimates. The Team Liquid, though, they built 57%. This is going to be a very back-and-forth series, so expect either of these teams to trade team fights back and forth. But with this positioning now on the high ground, what does T1 decide to do? Obviously, the Freya's, when you are in this sky, you have an easier time landing shots downwards. And so as Team Liquid approach this point here, you gotta be constantly wary of where is this Kiriko, where's the Echo, the Freya. If you take one quick tag, that's enough to end your life.
True trying to create some space now on the periphery of the map. Looks like 3 players from TL trying to do just that, forcing Zest away.
Both teams poking and prodding here, just trying to find an in, really. Oh, and Zero gets one.
Yeah, Zest just taken down out of the skies. Not enough support. Unlike Zero, who had 2 supports at his back. And now Tree trying to find an off angle with a bolus in hand. A kitchen retreat there for Scoot. A downtown bolus. Didn't quite connect with Proud, but did a little bit of damage.
So Team Liquid has a lot of point pressure here, actually, as Jasmine takes an off angle. Bola shot comes in.
Yeah,
doesn't quite land.
Though. TL end up capping the point.
Yeah,
though,
they have the cap, and they also have the Kitsune Rush if they want to defend this positioning. Tree goes down. That's pivotal.
RuPaul ends up TPing away. He's got Suzu up in a couple of moments as he does end up using the rush to push Infected onto the point to gain more percent. It's good damage on Infected as well. He's forced away.
Yeah.
And any stagger kill here is going to be disaster for TL. They cannot afford to let Infected or anybody, for that matter, go down. He is proud to first to fall, though. Oh, Vega. It was a sitting duck out there. Ozesh just dive bombs him. And now OT's in session.
OT's in session. Infected should be able to touch one more time. And Steer's coming up on this duplicate. A duplicate on the Ramatra should build enough time there, but he goes down to Proud.
It's a free rush.
To close it out.
A free rush for Zest. It's so easy for the Echo to just dive bomb in. Copy the Kiriko. And T1 with a round win.
Catch me if you can.
And this is a little bit unlike some of the previous series we've seen. This comes down to pure mechanics. These damage players, so pivotal. And like Infected said prior to the game, referenced his damage players 3-0, they're gonna have to pop off big time on that round, falling to Zest and Proud.
Let's peep the stats real quick. Jasmine not dying. That last round as well, very few deaths across the board.
Damage
for
too.
T1.
Most in the server. 6,200 damage. And I mean, if you have a great Ramatra that can just stick onto that point, manage the health pool quite nicely, that frees up the support's ability to pocket those flankers even more and earn you that pick advantage. As we head into Sanctum here, bit of a closer point here. Liquid, actually a big difference in approach here from them. Tree's going to go towards that Sojourn, still has some horizontal mobility with that slide, but Zero is going to have to get up close and personal with Dash and these Shurikens.
Yeah, it's hard to play this Genji though, right, in this comp. Like, actually getting on top of Zest and Proud is just so tough. Double flex support makes that so difficult. The amount of like burst healing that can come in is paramount.
Yeah, Liquid, they're pretty static here for the moment while Zero is touching the point. Jasmine, aggressive Nemesis form here. This is quite the commit from T1.
Just the disrespect on Infected there. Walk past the lad. Oh, focusing beam, hello. Well, they know where Zest is now for the very least. T1 with the cap. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. You gotta cap it. Couple of pixels away. They've been forced off.
T1.
There we go.
Gets the cap finally. And that eases up a little bit for T1. They don't have to push as aggressive to secure point control because they already have it. They can fall back. Now, the pressure is on Liquid. How do they regain map control? As Zest finds himself in the backline here. Here's hunting. Great deflect.
Insane deflect from Zera. Half those sticky bombs return to sender. Zest down, and now Team Liquid can play front to back.
RuPaul coming up on that Kitsune Rush has a slightly earlier timing. But you can see they're trying to force the mistake here. Zero combining with RuPaul, Kitsune Rush dropped on the point. That's going to force T1 back. They'll have to wait for a different timing now. Jasmine goes down actually from that extra damage. And that is going to be Team Liquid now, gaining some momentum and holding their ground.
First death, Johnny. Jasmine chilling still. My Infected took a lot of it. That was a full-fledged stickies there. That was frustrating to deal with. T1 regroup now.
Yeah, and this is really scary. T1 with 5 ultimates online while Liquid are still building their damage one. Liquid are going to hold this pressure here early on. Astal of that come into Zero.
Oh,
nothing to protect them.
Oh,
perfect 2-2. Great play from Vigi.
Dupe into Kiriko again. 70% on ult charge already. Zest just needs to survive. No more Suzu, but should be able to get this one off. No, it doesn't look like it, but it doesn't matter. Infected knocked down thanks to that Tidal Blast. Team Liquid lose control.
But I still like the aggressiveness from Team Liquid. They know that T1 has 5 ultimates, as actually Zero gets a pick up the skew and pops the Dragon Blade.
Ghost disguised as well. That's a double for the Genji, maybe even a triple. Vigilante backpedaling kills him. Zero still making his mark.
I mean, that's tough. It's a really aggressive play from Zero. He saw something, wanted to pounce on that opportunity. Yes, you lose that fight, you lose the Dragon Blade, but you forced a lot of these ultimates from T1's ultimate economy. And now, on this re-engage, yes, Proud has the bola shot, but you're not as scared of taking this positioning as Zero and crew is pushing through this sideways corridor.
Wow, that's an aggressive dash from Zero. Oh, the Polish is going to catch him as well. Nice to the rescue, though.
Great
Come
save.
RuPaul and Vega, but Infected is so low, barely hanging on to life. And that life support system pulled from beneath him, pulled the plug, as Zero also falls. T1 routing Team Liquid, Johnny.
And this is what the Koreans do, Jaws. Okay, you're pushing through the left-hand side as Vega dies fairly late, and these Team Liquid boys are a little lost on the map here, Jaws.
No loss in the source, and this is no time to be lost. 85%, this is final fight.
That's a really late stagger. RuPaul's going to have the benefit of the teleport to get back to his team, though. Probably going to have to commit the Tidal Blast onto Zero here to get that point cap. T1, great positioning here as Team Liquid are drawn towards the point.
Team Liquid, double support, ultimate, there's the Tidal Blast, but Zero's already dashed away. He can't close the gap, Johnny.
They have to continue to rush out.
They're going to have to play back now, but a Elf Tidal Blast coming in for Skewed knocks him down and almost over the pit. A double for T1. Heroics required from Zero. RuPaul finds one, but it does not matter. Duper the Genji and T1 take control.
Dominant performance from T1 to kick off this series on Team Liquid's map pick. And that just goes to show the mechanical prowess on T1. The ability to capitalize, punish the mistakes on Team Liquid. Still though, that could have been a lot closer. Team Liquid, I like the aggression, the proactiveness coming out of them. That is what you gotta do in these types of compositions. When you see a play, when you think you can clutch up a team fight, you gotta go for it. The worst thing that can happen is that you hesitate and you don't go for those kind of plays. Team Liquid, even though they fall down 1-0 here, gotta keep heads high as they get another map pick going into map 2.
Johnny, we're seeing a new Junk City for sure, right?
Are we?
Yeah.
I mean, given T1's performances on New Junk City earlier, that could be a map where maybe you feel like you have a leg up. You can establish some kind of advantage as we take a look at the stats in Jasmine. 19-1. I mean, it was dominance on the objective there.
Look at the mitigation from Infected. 17,000.
That's a lot of blocking.
9,000. A lot of blocking. A lot of hold and right click. A lot of press and S. Jasmine, on the flip side of things, way more aggro.
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine is just having a great control of the objective here. And you can see that Team Liquid, because they had to retake so much, it's almost like they have to commit their Kiriko to help Zero on the Genji. And that kind of leaves Infected by his lonesome to some extent with Vega on the Wu Yang. And you saw at times T1, they will capitalize on that. They will say, okay, if you're going to commit so many resources to flanking to try and grab positioning on the map, then we're just going to shoot your Amatra. And by the time you've gotten some positioning on the ground, then your tank won't have enough health to contest the objective, to stand his ground. Infected being the victim here of how Liquid distribute their resources.
Yeah, and a small macro error there as well. Or like a micro error, I should say, with Team Liquid. I mean, look, Zera ended up dashing away in that last fight. And then the Tidal Blast attached to the Genji. Couldn't close the gap. Means there's no knockdown on the Ram, on the Echo, on a backliner. Like, there was nothing there. That is your engage as the Genji. You got to go in with that overhealth, get a knockdown, get a kill, or at least assist in one.
Yeah, it was a really panicked moment because Vega just about built it. So Zera probably had some hesitation about, are we going to build this Tidal Blast to begin with?
Yeah.
And if not, then I have to dash out, then I have to get away with here. And the timing was just very unfortunate that Vega popped it almost as soon as he got it. That would have been really favorable, dashing in with the confidence of that Tidal Blast sustainability. And also, that just allows the rest of your team to funnel forwards, to take even more space and set you up for success, right? So, a bit of a panicked moment to end it all from Team Liquid, but some of these damage players got to step it up now. This is next level. You're playing the third seed out of Korea.
Yeah, third seed out of Korea feels like number one seed a lot of the time. Out of a lot of other regions. But that's been the narrative throughout the whole year, hasn't it? It's, have we closed the gap? Has EMEA, has NA closed the gap on Korea? It's been a Falcons and a crazy raccoon world we've been living in. Can Team Liquid, NA's #1 seed, break through?
It's going to be another uphill battle for Team Liquid as they already find themselves at a 1-0 disadvantage here in the lower bracket. Elimination match to end the day. And Team Liquid, they are going to take us to No Junk City. It's been a map that T1 has been slightly shaky on. Earlier in the day, committed to playing a Mauga, Juno, Lucio composition, a very unorthodox support composition that favors a lot of speed, a lot of aggression to follow that Mauga in, but kind of caters easy pickings for Liquid because they like to play this Wu Yang style. We'll see what Castores, Danny, the coaching staff of Team Liquid have in mind. Obviously very influential when it comes to these bans. The map picks and the bans, the plans they have in place to try to maximize the value they can get out of this roster.
Wow. All right, TL, start off. Banning Jasmine's Zarya. Then a Genji ban for T1 in response.
And I mean, already some changes from T1, right? Like Donghak played in the previous matchup here on New Junk City.
Yeah.
T1 said that did not work at all. We are going to now commit to Jasmine. And so T1's coaching staff, they're showing we got a lot of adaptation up our sleeve. This is how both of these teams play. And the Zarya ban also serves as a bit of a protect, of course. You know, protects Infected Sramatra once again. That's 2 tank bans coming out of consecutive first ban picks here from Team Liquid. The Genji ban as well, respecting Zero on the Genji. Can be very influential. Maybe force some uncomfortable hero pick here for Zero. Obviously known for his Tracer and the Genji. But we haven't seen too much of the Echo. We haven't seen Zero on too much of that venture when it comes to official matches. Partly because he hasn't needed to play it, hasn't really been the meta, and he's been so good at the other heroes. But this could be the event where we need to see some more hero pool flexibility from Zero.
DPS gap is what Infected told me. Backstage,
Let's see it.
let's see it. If you're going to pop off on any map, it's going to be this one. Team Liquid's up and down affair so far this tournament in the World Finals here in Stockholm.
Deserves saying as well, T1, they were the team to beat Team Liquid at the mid-season championship. Eliminated them back then, and so a bit of two teams that know each other very fondly.
Right.
But that one was a 3-0, and Team Liquid just showed no resistance whatsoever to T1. You can't let this series get away from you. Going into our second map here, you can't be in a 2-0 hold. That allows T1 with consecutive map picks throughout the rest of the series. They get the first bans. This is the moment for Team Liquid to step up.
Zest, I imagine, a quick teleport out and then switching over to the Venture, I'd imagine. Even some of the EMEA teams kind of quivering a little bit at the Venture picks from Zest. I see gates open. Quick teleport away. Zest switching.
He's not switching.
Okay.
Staying on the Symmetra here, and that's going to be a lot of added mobility for T1. Team Liquid, they have to immediately respect this Symmetra and what the teleporter is capable of. Big rotations coming through from Proud here. As Team Liquid, they need to set up a coordinated dive with this Venture.
She's gonna catch T1 on a rotation. It's just so tough, like you said, with that TP. There's the first one.
Here they go.
TP forward. This beam's gonna get charged super quick as well. Infected's 1 HP already. Zero also very low. And with a single flex support, Johnny, it's so hard to keep up with the healing against this burst.
Yeah, frankly, Infected, he should have been more aware and just keep rotating away from the Symmetra with the speed boost as fast as possible. But that early pick onto Infected is going to allow T1 to just swarm the rest of Team Liquid, secure the first point pick here. And now it's a big mental matchup. Liquid knowing that the teleporter can come in at any time. You have to respect it. You have to be ready to disperse and disengage, because otherwise you're going to be caught real quick.
Are they going to be able to actually catch them off?
Oh, Proud.
Proud with an opening pick on RuPaul. That is not even yeah, we're not going to bat an eye. We are leaving.
I can't overemphasize how much this Metra from Seth.
Again?
It's just changed the dynamic of this whole matchup. Team Liquid going into this New Junk City, they had a plan in place. Zero playing this Venture, but now they're forced to play the game of T1. They're not really allowed to go into this matchup with what they had prepared, and they have to be the one playing reactionary rather than proactively.
They've almost got wall up available, Johnny. 80%, and Proud closing in on this overclock. Teleporter used already. Pretty early there from T1. Don't catch anybody, but they know Team Liquid have to now bundle onto the point. It's going to be a rush. It's a big ult fight for T1. Liquid looking a bit dire right now in terms of their ult bank, but luckily RuPaul's got his rush. And they're using on this high ground, but look at this position from Proud. An absolute monster right now in the Sojourn. Has already picked off Vega.
He was hailed as the new generation of hitscan players and leaving a mark right now as Tree is taken down. Proud is having a monster map to kick us off here.
I mean, this is just a differential. T1, barely a scratch on them as they take the first point.
And only using the Kitsune Rush as well. We traded back and forth as Team Liquid. They didn't even really have any ultimates to go with it. Vega at 63% sound barrier ultimate charge here.
Dude has
this ready to go.
Yeah.
When you're playing the Symmetra with this added mobility, I would not be surprised to see an aggro beat push come out here. Maybe you want to wait for the objective to come online here. But this is the stuff that Team Liquid have to think about.
Don't test him, Sarah. Come on, man.
Here they go.
Overclock available. There's the B as Proud slides in. Hasn't used the overclock just yet. Actually spots Vega on the sidelines. Tree just trying to stem the bleeding with an OC. But Proud again and again and again. He's got a double, but Team Liquid, Johnny, they have secured two. But their mentals may be waning at this point. Sarah kills skewed, that's 3. But now Proud comes to stay. Oh yes, overclock to kill 2, and that's the point.
Are you kidding me? He's like gotten every single final blow, it feels like, this map. He's just on an absolute monster run. And Team Liquid struggling to gain any ground whatsoever here on New Junk City. Cest has the Symmetra shield. That's going to be a big ultimate. The Team Liquid will have to find their way around. Vegas coming up on that sound barrier. They're going to have to get maximum value out of it as they approach the point here. But they also have to be keenly aware. Cest, he can disengage away from this sound barrier if need be.
Whoa, an immediate ult there from Zero.
Great pick.
Going down, yeah, really nice pick. Trying to reposition with this ult. Decent amount of damage. Sends out another one. Looks like Vigilante got out to safety.
All right, Team Liquid gaining some ground here. They got double support ultimate coming up. That should earn them at least another team fight win here as they're poking and prodding just a little bit. And decide to go aggressive with the beat.
Oh, what a Suzu there. Ends up saving Skew's life. Vegas 1 HP right now as they try to aggressively beat
No
forward.
value.
No value at all, and they're completely split now. This wall is waylaid them for the time being. Vigilante close this rush. Team Liquid use an ult, and they kill Skewed. Teleport to the point, and Tree snipes Vigilante.
Team Liquid are gonna clean up this fight here after T1 grabs the point. So a little bit lost percentage here, but overall...
Stagger.
Is that how you use your comms in ranked?
Yeah, you gotta scream it, bro.
You gotta scream it. So yeah, you lost a little bit of percentage point there, but overall, Team Liquid, you're happy to get away with a fight win there as we draw closer to perhaps the final fight here. Now, no ultimates on the board here for Liquid, while T1, they have this Kitsune Rush. You want to bait this out as early as possible so you can have a neutral fight on the board.
Oh, they found Zera already. Zest might be able to chase him down as well, off the stim, onto a venture of his own. But now I'm worried. I'm worried for TL. Proud's got the overclock and he's ready to rumble. There's an early rush. He's already found Tree, and Infected just gets deleted in the front line. An easy kill for Proud as well. I mean, this is a flattening here from T1 in that fight, and, well, an overwhelming amount of ult will do just that.
This guy is just absolutely crushing it.
Monster. Got a touch.
So Liquid will be able to touch once more. Sarah spawned early on here. So drills towards the point. He might be late, actually.
It's going to be tough. They're going to try and poop him away.
Wow! I expected the Sarah to be a bit further up there, but not able to get the touch after all. And T1 already a quick 2-0 on the board here for New Junk City.
Pixels, bro. Pixels away from touching that. Rotation, very easy for T1 as well. It's got to be. This is very nice in their favor. They're going to be able to take high ground instantly, Johnny.
Yeah, and another sound barrier charging here for Skewed. The Lucios have been a bit unsynchronized when it comes to these sound barriers, and it's one of the most powerful ultimates in the game. So an aggressive push from T1 could be in the cards here yet again.
Sneaky beaky, Tree, toppled, Zest finds one. Sneaking away is Proud there, receives a Suzu to top him up. Flashpoint unlocked. still, though, the fight continues as TL push the go button.
Ajax!
Oh, Ajax from Skewed. Infected hits him with the annihilation, and Skew's sound barrier goes nowhere.
That might just be what the doctor ordered for Team Liquid. A critical mistake from Skewed. And Team Liquid are the first ones to cap this third point on New Junk City. And you have 4 big ultimates in your favor as Vega looks to build this sound barrier. Now, you can kind of take this next fight however you want. You want to poke and prod early with Tree using the overclock. You want to earn some extra percentage points. They decide to go aggressive.
Tectonic shock there coming through from Zest, already hitting that burrow though. Look how fast he is. He's hounding down the DPS. Tree basically wasted that ult. Not really wasted, but didn't get his shots off. Johnny was just too scared to face Zest in the 1v1.
You definitely traded with the Venture. It's an even
Here comes
trade.
the rush. Oh, Zest on the flank though. Ends up picking off Tree. Had a bit of a tough game so far as Tree. Sound barrier connects with 4, and now the tempo swings in Team Liquid's favor. And they're not even gonna let this flip over either.
Great teamfight win by Team Liquid here, and the extra staggers is going to buy enough time for Team Liquid here to secure this point after Jasmine goes down to RuPaul and crew. And that was all on the back of that sound barrier being wasted from Skew. It was a critical mistake, and it cost T1 an entire point. And as we draw forward to this 4th point now, Vigilante has to continue rush up. That's going to be the most powerful ultimate online in the game as of right now. But Team Liquid, though, they have a lot of tools to disengage here. They don't have to take this fight immediately.
Oh, there's the rush instantly, Johnny, from Vigilante.
Oh, Infected's down.
Tree trying to find an off angle here, but Infected again, just bullied, battered and bruised as he heads back to the spawn. The focused fire coming through from T1 cannot be understated. Zera's still, though, leaving a mark on the fight, kills 2.
It's going to be T1 capping the pointer, and Infected. He's been caught forward a few times in this series. Obviously, a lot of sustainability because of that block, but you need to peel in a way where your supports have line of sight, where they can suicide you. Try to keep you alive in these scenarios, but Infected going down early does not help Liquid here.
Oh, Jasmine caught out there a little bit. Zera with a Venture Burrow actually was just poking Jasmine in the back. Forces him to use a Nemesis form. Annihilation coming up, though. 1 HP has to pop it, in fact. Oh, they're in trouble here as well. Looks like Proud's on this high ground here as Skewed ends up coming down again, but Proud snipes through Paul, but Zera returns the favor in kind. Now Zest on the back foot as Vega finds a kill, but still T1, Johnny, they're still ahead here, 70%.
Oh, that is so scary now for Team Liquid because T1 are essentially 1 fight win away from securing
match point
this entire map. So Team Liquid, they're gonna have to take a bit of a aggressive approach here. Tree is coming up to this overclock. You don't have great sightlines off the bat through this choke, but the best you can do is probably to let T1 in a little bit, draw them into this point, and then swing wide. See if you can get a couple of picks before they get support ultimates online.
Cheeky angle there from Zest. Peering around the shield. Oh, hello, Tree. Oh, missing there is Tree, unfortunately. Dashes into danger, but they're not giving him a chance, and Proud does it again! T1, off the back of that. They're going to be able to run rings around TL now. RuPaul's playing in the rush, but, well, so is Destin T1. That's an easy kill on RuPaul. A team kill comes in, and final touch now for TL.
And they have the sound barrier in hand, knowing full well Team Liquid has to touch the point here. This is going to be an aggressive push from T1. With this sound barrier advantage, Team Liquid have to navigate around it. Quick swap over to the Wrecking Ball.
And his last hopes and dreams here. Match point could be in favor of T1 if they don't get it popping. Skewed with that sound barrier, like you said. Vega 10% away. Infected again, the last final touches here as Vega tries to join him on the point.
It's a huge
so low though. Beat connection for Vega. They know he's got sound barrier soon, and he is erased from the fight. Tree falls too. Didn't even hear it from across the map. Zest ends up securing the kill. Team Liquid cap, Johnny, but it's an easy flip.
Are they going to be able to sustain this any longer? RuPaul taken down. Vega can't get back with this sound barrier.
Infected, the last one alive here. Sound barrier from Vega. Connects with himself and Infected, but T1 with match point in the series. A 2-0 lead. As TL now, the last hope for North America. They've got to make it work. A new Junk City that T1 have looked shaky on. But that looks less than that, mate.
Show
that
me the
is
scoreboard.
a masterclass.
Show me the scoreboard. How many limbs did Proud have? That arguably might be the best map we've ever seen come out of Proud. A young hitscan talent in the making. Finally popping off here on the global stage.
32 and 4.
Wow. I mean, that's a statement performance.
That is LeBron numbers, bro. That is one of the most, and if not, like you said, the most insane map we've seen from Proud ever. And on a global stage as well. World Finals, life on the line, lower bracket spot against NA's #1.
This is what we've been wanting to see from T1. We know what they're capable of, but they haven't showed us their full potential on the international stage. This could be their moment against North America's #1 seed. Team Liquid, they've struggled so far. Haven't found any kind of momentum. In T1, they just feel like they're one step ahead.
Infected said DPS diff, but little did he know it was on the other side. As Proud with a generational performance.
Unreal.
The amount of first picks, even, okay, go back to that first point. Getting stagger picks, not only one, but two, basically puts TL on the back foot to the point where they need one fight to actually turn the whole thing around. TL up against the wire. It's their map pick again, and their first ban.
And what's so scary when I think about Team Liquid's performance so far is that I still like the aggression. I still like the plays they're making. But in a situation like on that first point, where T1 rolls out with the Symmetra, you have to take a step back. You have to say, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh,
now we have to play reactionary to wherever the teleporter is going to come out. And then we have to change our positioning based on how T1 decides to play things, depend on how they utilize that big mobility tool of theirs. And so Team Liquid, despite the fact that they have such incredible playmakers on this roster, they've never found their footing. They're never feeling quite comfortable so far in this series. And now they're on the brink of elimination.
Feels like maybe New Junk City was that silver bullet that you're holding on to. That momentum. But yeah, tempo from T1 has been ratcheted up a notch.
They said it themselves in the interview. That is one of their strengths, being able to play with tempo. And you can study VODs all you want, but if you're not ready for that aggression when it comes in the match itself, you're just gonna be caught up, you're gonna slip up, you're gonna get picked off.
Yeah, you can train all you want, but when someone throws a brick in your face, it's gonna hurt. It's probably gonna hit.
That was a big break from Proud.
It was a big brick. There's a big overclock as well. Just ridiculous. Hey, probably should ban Sojourn, it feels like at this point. If you're TL. Come on.
That would be a crazy ban. That would be such levels of respect.
32 and 4.
You just gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that Tree can step it up. Obviously, in a compositional matchup like that, it's not Tree and Proud. They're not trading it back and forth when it comes to responsibilities. They have slightly different jobs, but still, Proud got the better end of it there. There are so many great bans in Overwatch, and usually you want to ban either a tank hero or support hero, because those are the most important when it comes to changing the playstyle of these kind of compositions, right? And you can see Team Liquid, they're going to ban D.Va. A third straight tank ban.
Yeah, trust in Kasaurus, trust in the team. A third straight tank ban to help out Infected in the front line. Even Jasmine, to be fair, giving him a run for his money.
And here's what even scarier. Even if Team Liquid wins this map, they get 1 map to 2 of T1, yippee. You can't first ban tanks anymore. You cannot protect that Ramatra, and T1 will immediately pounce on that opportunity to get ahead in the tank compositional matchup. So
then
Team
Jasmine
Liquid
picks D.Va, or sorry, Zarya, and then runs you down.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough reverse sweep for Team Liquid here. We saw when Twisted Minds reverse swept T1, that was on the back of Yubi's Symmetra play. They were making minor micro adjustments that made the crucial difference, calling out the Venture. And that was enough with the tempo from Twisted Minds to get back into that series. But in a matchup like this, you don't have that Symmetra to lean on. So Team Liquid, they're gonna have to make some big changes here to win 3 maps in a row. It's a mountainous task.
Yeah, and the 2 maps after this will be, like you said, T1's pick. Shambali Monastery, the map number 3, a Diva ban to help out Infected in the front line against Jasmine. Not seeing Donghack anymore. That experiment is done. It's over. It's in the books. Wrapped up.
But even so, if T1 gets a map pick in this series, what's to stop them from putting
Playing
Donghack
ball, play Winston,
on the
Dorado
Wrecking Ball?
or something?
I mean, he's arguably the best Wrecking Ball player in the world. Junbin would love to say,
Yep.
but Donghack is that good.
Donghack is him. All right, defense for TL. Let's have a look. Tree on the Ash, no surprise there. Zera on the Echo, and again, making sure they can protect the Ram for Infected. Their best answer to T1, or at least they think it is right now.
So a couple of hero choices here from Zest as they get ready for this attack. Knowing that Team Liquid plays this Echo Ash as they're gonna give it a bit of scout here as they walk out of spawn. They could opt for a pretty aggressive approach here if they want. Zest could move over to that Tracer, which fights an Echo fairly nicely. Oh, don't do this to me, Proud. Just don't do this to me. But Zest is actually going to match this Echo. So this is going to be quite clinical from either Echo here. If you can just get the positional advantage. Oh, Zest.
Oh,
Never mind.
wait a second.
I'm being baited.
Faded ×2.
I think he's settled.
Yeah.
I think we're good here.
It was just swap maxing. It's all good. All right, Jasmine. Push up onto the high ground, playing behind that shield, trying to run down the back line, and Proud
I
finds
can't believe
another
this dude.
first pick. I mean,
You gotta stop.
yeah, come on.
There's no
Come on.
way.
Give them at least something. At least something. 50% on the railgun already. Taking the 1v1,
Look at
doesn't
this
care, shrugs it off, double kill for the Soj, make that a triple.
Oh.
And T1, they got the payload.
Oh, this is just a Proud show.
It is.
Can we just sit on this POV? Just enjoy it. Just take it in. I don't even know what to say. This guy is just taking over the lobby.
And this is the conversation too, where Proud is the next generation of solid, unbelievable, like superstar hit scan DPS. Can he stand up to the might of someone like Lip? If you're putting performances like this, you might just do that.
Oh,
Don't test the boy.
it's so close. So Vigi is going to build this Kitsune Rush, actually. They need this to push around this corner.
Insta rush. No chance for Team Liquid to respond. Eventually, they do end up using their own rush onto the point. But now Proud's got an overclock. Quick swing.
Here they go.
There's the beat. And the tempo is just too much for Team Liquid. This is turning into quite the affair for T1. It feels like they've leveled up, not even from day to day, but from hour to hour.
They're just playing with a level of confidence that is remarkable. I mean, obviously, they're doing so much work in the neutral here that they're going to have the upper hand when it comes to generating these ultimates, and then it just snowballs out of control. Now, that was 2 big support ultimates from T1 to secure that point cap. This could allow Team Liquid to rely on Vega's sound barrier to regain some ground in this series. But we've seen that Proud, he loves to have a say of things, even when they're at a disadvantage.
Let's see if he can get another pick. It's a bit more difficult now. There comes the beat. Okay. Duplication, though. And Zest is kind of safe here. He's kind of chilling.
We got him.
And they've killed public enemy number 1. Proud down. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of extra damage there from Zest. But yeah, ult not doing too much. That Duke dealt with.
And this is a really good hold here, even though you have to commit the sound barrier to win this fight. With all this superiority when it comes to the high ground, this is really going to enable Team Liquid to set up a solid defense. Let's see how T1 matches it as we listen in.
푸시.
킬.
자, 그거 남았는데 나 P3 씨발.
야, 오케이.
오메.
잡았어. 화면 가봐.
하나 쯤어지로.
딜러공 생각, 딜러공 하게. 나 오쪽으로 가서 만나자.
길은?
길 70이야, 길 70. 똑같아, 길. 나왔어, 앞에. 아, 길 찰 수도 있겠다, 얘들아.
민석이 형, 나 오른쪽 불안해.
오른쪽 보던가. 먼저 한번 찍.
RuPaul with some heroics there. Did find a double kill, Johnny, but now this is the true test. Going to be able to stand up against Proud. Zera
Here he
pretty
goes.
low. He's got the safety dupe if needed, but Proud trying to find an off angle, and they've sent so much to deal with it. And here comes the rush around the corner. Can Proud snipe someone out on the cross? That's a lot of damage on Infected. Zera the same there as well. A late rush comes in. Jasmine walks forward. That's a lot of speed, but the Annihilation doesn't continue to connect.
Skewed is coming up on the sound barrier too. That is enough sustainability for T1 to close this point out. Zera, duplicate, has to go for a play here.
Yeah, has to go for a play, jumps onto the ram, and oh, what a shot from Tree from downtown. And now Zera can play with impunity. He's got the Annihilation too. I mean, this is a little cheeky from Zera.
And this has been a pretty good defensive hold there for Team Liquid, gotta say. They've held T1 in their tracks, and finally it feels like for the first time this series, Team Liquid are able to play their own game here and gain some ground. Now, this crucial sound barrier is still online for T1. They can go extremely aggressive here as they have the favorable ultimate economy.
A double tap from Tree will suffice, but can they actually
Proud.
do it? Proud again. Another first pick in the fight. There's the beat from Skewed. Fight's over. It's all done. Wrapped up with a nice little bow. Team Liquid. They have to get on their horse now because T1 with 2.5 minutes to go on this third point. It's a tricky one. Normally finished in OT. But can they actually hold here, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, T1 are setting up here. Proud is going to take a bit of an off angle here as he looks to get that quick railgun charge once more.
Don't do it to him. I'm so scared every time he jumps on the POV.
Scared that he's just gonna get another pick here. Cess has a duplicate, should be fine here.
Yeah, it should be chilling. Dupes the ram as well. There's the sound barrier. Zera with the first blood this time. Vigilante down. Cess now backpedaling. Hasn't got really any support at all. And yep, he's going to be showed the door.
I'm not sure I actually love that beat from Vega because it was a little bit unprovoked here and enabled T1 to disengage relatively easy. And because it's such a big ultimate, T1 in the next 1 minute 40 now, they should have a really good opportunity to push forward here.
Looks like they've got really good timing, you're right. Oh, Infected is so isolated right now. He's receiving heals, but then he's got the Annihilation, I suppose, so should be safe. But here's the OC. A headshot from across the map, a nice little dash away, and Infected just taking the brunt of this damage from Proud. Overclock still looking for targets. It's put the fear into Team Liquid. They're going to deploy the 6th man to the field in Bob.
I mean, they're buying a lot of time on Team Liquid here, but they gotta come up with a decisive fight win. Zero is really aggressive here.
Has to find a pick though. Oh, the TP's good. He can't find anybody. Duplication comes in, and that is a kill and a half. Zest down, Vigilante 2, T1. Back to spawn you go.
And that's great follow-up by the rest of Team Liquid. That is the type of individual play that Team Liquid really needed in a moment like this. Zero goes for the big flank, wraps around that upper area on the right side of your screen. But now, there is this sound barrier timing once more. 30 seconds and counting. Team Liquid, they could get 2 fights here.
Please force Zera's positioning. They got to do something. It's not Proud, it's Jasmine. Nice kill onto Tree. Another one onto Zera. Who said Ram can't do damage? Definitely not Jasmine. Proud is taking a heap of damage here. They tried to take him out, but they committed so much. OT, Johnny.
Oh,
and the push commences. Vega very alone right now. Skew knows exactly where his enemy Lucio counterpart is.
So if Vega can live here, dude, this is actually okay. RuPaul's going to build this Kitsune rush. Ooh. Let's see how these support ultimates get traded on the cards.
Sound barrier comes in. There's the rush already, but RuPaul's already down. Vega, we need your healing, we need your help, we need something. We need presence on the point. Infected, he just can't stand up to this. An overtime finish for T1.
North America's #1 seed. versus one young Korean boy playing his gun. I mean, he's just unstoppable. It's crazy. I can't believe what we're witnessing at our Proud in this series.
Has the gap between North America and Korea closed?
That's the gap between Proud and
North America. Just him. Let's have a look at the stats.
It is quiet in here. I mean, Team Liquid has just knocked the wind out of their sails.
2 deaths for Proud, 2 deaths for Jasmine. Currently leading the server in damage is Jasmine. You'd expect it to be Proud, but a lot of sustained damage from the round.
And now Team Liquid, they're gonna have to come through on a really good attack push here on Shambali Monastery. I still like what we saw on their defense there. Some of their players coming online. But now you guys gotta do it consistently for the next 3 maps here. This map really lends itself to great echo play, and we saw Zero a couple of times on that defense, what it's capable of with duplicate in hand. It's gonna have to continue that on this attack. Diffing Cest will be crucial.
A couple of flank opportunities as well from Zero. Getting a little bit of value. See if Tree can find a sneaky kill. Probably not. Yep, quick change. Over to Ash for Tree.
Pretty standard compositions here from either team. Tree is going to opt for this Ash, which is slightly better after the recent patch that increases that fall off range. Zero, he goes for that individual play. Oh, great.
Nice Luzu. And he's going to return the favor for his Zest. Zero, not quite the same level of support there that Zest receives. Oh, Infected, you're in trouble, my friend. Have to get out. Nice Vortex, but healing behind you.
Yeah, Team Liquid here, they're gonna push this card slightly forward and try to contest this left-hand side, gain some kind of positioning, gain some ground, get some more angles. But while the tank pushes forward on the left-hand side, Zero simultaneously will have to contest this flank, and you're seeing Cest constantly looking for the enemy echo.
Gonna try for the one shot again. Doesn't get it. Oh!
Nice, one point.
Tag team work there from Tree. Infected's still super low though. The amount of fire he's under is just unfathomable. Jasmine with a couple. Okay. Proud dead, so Tree does end up killing 2. Both CPS down now for T1.
It's a bit of a scary position here for Team Liquid to be in. 2 minutes 30 on the timer. They're not really close to building any of these ultimates whatsoever either. Let's get into their comms as they're trying to build up this attack.
Together line main. Carry left side push. Yeah,
Cutting left.
Ram man. Look at him. No CDs. I have shield at 3. We can swing, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Swing in.
Get the carry. Back carry.
Better now.
We better than yeah. We can walk strong. Yeah, fight strong.
3, 2, 1. I'm walking. No, walk. Just hold.
Yeah, take right.
Yeah.
Shooting for right.
We can carry around the corner.
They push that carry. Carry
I
cross.
have right. Alright, I can go. Turn right. 3, 2, 1. Adjourn. Turn main side.
Take right. 3, 2, 1.
Turn left.
Shooting ram.
Okay.
Give me up.
Yeah, we did it.
Walking strong.
Look point.
Also,
Hold this on. Take one. IB.
They know I'm here.
Okay. We push. Remo first. Push.
I'm
Blue one. Carry one. Carry. No spin. Saki left.
Blue on me.
Yeah, with you. Living tree. Turn main.
Walk on main.
Carry the journey with the rail. Play for point. Nice ball. I'm hit. Oh my fucking way. Did they copy?
Yeah, Infected popping off in the cam there. He is very much him. Young Infected coming up big in that fight, that annihilation, and the chase down of Vigilante after the call that he was low and TP had been used.
Yeah, that's a great fight win from Team Liquid. The way they rotated around the point there and then enabled Vega to get plenty of value out of that sound barrier. They're gonna keep on trucking here on that second point. Now, Bob can be helpful here as we set up for this narrow choice. The Ash can actually push themselves up, but Proud decides to go first with the overclock.
Oh, kind of messed up the slide there, wanted to go on the high ground. Maybe, but it doesn't matter. RuPaul deleted. Maybe looking for another one there as well. Tree pretty low. Proud as low as he is, but it does not matter. He can't keep getting away with this. Double kill with the OC. And Infected is going to join the rest of his comrades in the spawn. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
T1 are looking to regain control here on this Shambali Monastery. And this high ground can be so menacing on Shambali Monastery. Typically, the pro teams, they don't want to rotate up these stairs that you so commonly see. Instead, they might opt for that outside rotation. For now, looks like though, they're going to go with the default approach. Zero has this duplicate and onto a Ramatra. That added survivability in the front line could be enough to secure some ground.
Feels like it should be a trivial fight, right? With that.
Oh, Zero, nice play.
Maybe you don't even need the dupe, actually. Yeah, it looks like T1 are high-tailing it out of there. They know they get another touch.
They know they get another top here, and holding this corner is arguably better than where the previous fight was positioned. So Vigilante is gonna trade this Kitsune Rush here. It's just a question of how aggressive does Team Liquid want to be with Duplicate and Annihilation in hand.
There's the dupe used pretty early. Kitsune Rush, though, to match this. Zero just holding his arms across his chest, hoping to get the Annihilation. I mean, double Annihilation, a little bit unfair, but the sound barrier is going to make it a little bit more even. Even keel now, as Infected super low, has to back up.
But it's a good disengage from Team Liquid. No one died here. It's all about building the sound barrier for Vega to then go for a second re-engage. Gotta stay alive as Jasmine pushes in.
Oh, Zest is so low. Sound barrier comes in late here from Vega, but still Zest alive. And Zest fights the 1v1.
Sierra didn't get it. He didn't get the sound barrier.
Proud is taking this duel versus Vega. Zest ends up going down, and Proud is trying to be the difference maker again.
And now if you're Team Liquid, now what do? You have a ball for a bit of an off angle here, but is this gonna be enough?
It's too many ults, bro. There's just too many. Yeah, the Bobs just gets owned like that. There's nothing about it. Oh, another one. Vega, hurting, bleeding, running away.
This is now very scary for Liquid, but Tree saves them. Perhaps an out.
However, still a duplication available from Zest here, and a duplication into the Ram. Now they can push and pressure the front line. Proud down though. Zera and Tree coming up big. Payload just kind of losing it there a little bit for T1. Jasmine down, but Zest still the tank in the front line, but they have to deal with Infected, who's got another Nemesis form. Good kill from Tree, and they live to tell the tale. 1 minute and 45 on the clock.
And on the cusp of elimination, Team Liquid, they keep fighting on this attack on Shambali Monastery. And am I saying a Mauga? Surely not. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so, buddy. Make that hero swap back to the Ramatra. 1 minute 30 on the timer for Team Liquid here. Kitsune rushes on either side here. They're gonna get traded out. Just a matter of what damage player can step up to the plate here.
This rush around the corner from RuPaul, it looks like he wants to set up with it. Everybody just taken so low that what a Ravenous Vortex. Unbelievable stuff from Jasmine. He pays for it with his life, but maybe the damage is already done. Tree with 2 evens the fight.
And no tank on the side of T1, which is going to enable Team Liquid to push forward at least a little bit, try to set up the rest of the team.
They just swing this corner with this rush, surely. Infected's got this ult advantage too for TL.
Yeah, but you gotta be wary of Skewed building this sound barrier. Now is the time for Liquid.
There's the rush, both rush used. Bob's gonna join the fight as well. Tree finding an alternate angle. Bob is getting kind of destroyed right now, but this sound barrier is gonna be able to stay in the front line, but Jasmine doesn't get it. 4-man sound barrier coming through for T1 as OT is approaching for Team Liquid, and they've got ults to spare. Proud caught out on the flank, ends up getting taken down. And this is just Team Liquid pushing this one home. Not quite an OT finish. A better one than that. 1 minute and 10 in the time bank for TL.
And this is what we wanted to see out of Team Liquid, grinding through that attack, capturing the 3rd point just before overtime. And now, it's going to be such a critical time for this series. Team Liquid, 1 overtime bout here on Shambali Monastery, stands between them and elimination from the OWCS World Finals. 1 single mistake could be what ends your life in 2025.
And NA's hopes as well on a global stage, Johnny. Team Liquid, the last hope. It's coming down to a minute each side. Liquid getting an extra 10, but in reality, that 10 means little to nothing.
I'm just gonna get it out of the way, buddy.
Sure.
Hadi theory.
Oh.
Slightly less time on the bank here. You get to push the cart first. You know where to defend. I don't know, it's just a theory. It's just a theory. I'm just putting it out there. But T1, I don't think they're too unhappy about going first here, even though they have 10 seconds less in the time bank. But this first initial corner draws, really difficult to round. If Team Liquid can make a big individual play here, they should have a great opportunity to end this map in their favor.
They want to TP past them. Team Liquid know, though. That strat not hidden for long. Zesh just charging up these right clicks, trying to connect with somebody.
The Ashe has to be the target here. Ashe's lack of mobility is really going to put Tree in a bit of a problem.
The bait! They baited them, Tree in trouble. Coach gun used. Zesh trying to charge up now. Zera just lasered down by Zest. And Proud finishes it off with a right click. A teleport behind them is not where they went. A very sneaky play from T1. Baiting Team Liquid to push towards stairs.
And so T1 gets the job done on this first initial corner, but the second one is arguably harder to round, and Tree swaps over to the Bastion.
We've seen it once, we've seen it thrice, I think. It's been a lot of Bastion play, it feels like.
Surely
over
you
the last
get punished here,
stage
though.
or so. Straight over the top, goes Tree. He's looking for people, but can he actually land these kills? These mortar shells really hurt, but Tree is so low, has to now wait for another form to come up and teleport in, a quick teleport out. Overtime is ticking down as Proud just tries to find a kill, tries to find an opening, double slide away, but it is Proud and Skewed that end up going down. And the final stand for T1 will be here. Tree with a double nade kill. And that Bastion, oh, it was here to play.
That is 900 IQ from Tree. Because it is overtime, the minor and the major perk comes online, and that transform Bastion from a pretty average pick that can be exposed into a deadly cannon when you go into that turret form. And you saw T1, they wanted no business to deal with that Bastion. But it was good enough for Liquid to hold firm on that first point, and that at least gives them an opportunity here to get a map win in this series.
Still though, a minute, Johnny, and like even just getting past that first corner can just be so tough. Like you said before, one mistake can cost you. One mistake from Team Liquid will cost you your tournament lives. They need this reverse sweep. It needs to start now.
This is what you practice for. This is all those hours spent in scrims, preparation, the boot camps. It all comes down to 1 minute 10 on Shambali Monastery, where you gotta put all of that practice together. Can you come out on top when it matters most, when facing elimination?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Great damage boosted.
Oh!
What?
No way!
A damage boosted right click from spawn.
That can't happen.
60 seconds.
They lost Lucio, they lost their speed.
They lost their speed. They could make a snap decision here to back out if they want no part of this. Skewed should be able to get back relatively quickly, and there he is.
But still, maybe the damage has already been done. They're going to be able to take control of this high ground. ASAP. Jasmine pretty low, but so is Dera. Very low, in fact. Just how did Proud weave that right click in? 30 seconds to go.
My.
And Proud finds 2. Make that a 3rd. And they are going to stagger RuPaul.
Oh, it's a brutal stagger. 20 seconds to go.
Oh.
Dying this late, he's still going to get back because of the teleporter. Steer swaps over to the Venture. That's going to allow for some extra point pressure to stagger out the potential overtime scenario here. But T1, they want to take probably a quick fight here. They want to take advantage of the fact that Team Liquid has to touch this card.
No more C9s, please. Zest looking for the dive bomb. He's looking for somebody. He's looking for Tree. Oh, maybe the Lucio will suffice. Ends up getting away. No, he doesn't. Kunai does connect. They trade DPS, however, is Proud on the high ground looking for a snipe. Overtime still in session as well. Vega gets out with his life, but he's going to have to get healed up. Now he's looking for another. Annihilation on the point. Rush from RuPaul is going to sustain them. A Vigilante bleeding in.
Vigilante still has a Kitsune Rush in hand. T1 just have to pick their poison, and they're going to go
rush.
now.
It's such a good rush. It's just so late now for Team Liquid. They're all split, Johnny.
Vega needs the sound barrier.
Infected needs to stay alive, and Vega 5% away, but Infected falls. And T1 stand above Team Liquid and ask, is this the best North America can offer? The answer is no.
T1 continues their path in the lower bracket at the OWCS World Finals with a dominant 3-0 over North America's #1 seed. It was not meant to be for this Team Liquid squad that have built towards this moment all year long. So much talent on their squad. But it was not meant to be. It was not meant to live up to Korea's #3 seed.
On what was a little bit of a rocky couple of series from T1 over the last couple of days, including this one. T1 with a 3-0.
Dominant.
Repeating from their same international performance against Team Liquid at mid-season.
I know who my MVP is.
Proud. Come on.
Proud is my player of the match because, my God, does that kid know how to operate Sojourn. 36-9. Another map where Proud top frags in the server. So much tremendous impact getting these first initial kills. Because in Overwatch, when you're 5 versus 4, it's essentially over. It's like a 70% win rate in those kind of situations. And so if you have a hit scan player who is able to do that, that is just going to be so much easier for you to deal with in the rest of the series.
I want to see the series stats at this point. Because Proud, he's putting up some numbers on the stage.
Ridiculous.
Korea's #3 taking down North America's #1. A ridiculous performance from Proud as T1 continue their advance in the lower bracket. We're going to jump down to Danny on the stage with your boy Proud.
Jack and Johnny, thank you very much. Danny Livmeyer joined by Proud from T1. Amazing stuff today. I mean, I feel like you're always like, you know, you're always good. But I mean, I gotta be honest. I think today you absolutely killed it. What sort of changed for you, Proud? 자, 일단 오늘 승리 축하드리면서 솔직히 말하면 항상 프라우드 선수는 뭐 잘하는 딜러, 뭐 히트 스캔인 건 다 알지만은 특히나 오늘 리퀴드전에서 조금 더 빛을 발하지 않았나 생각을 합니다. 오늘 좀 뭐가 달라졌나요?
일단 어제 경기가 너무 기억에 남아서 리플도 진짜 한 2-3시간 보고 머릿속으로 혼자 생각도 많이 하고 오늘 꼭 어제보다 더 잘 써야겠다라는 생각이 좀 컸던 것 같아요.
I feel like I had a really good play yesterday, so I watched a lot of the VODs. I had to re-watch all the matches that I played, studied it, and I feel like that sort of paid off where I actually took that into account, and I feel like that sort of really worked out. Another thing I wanted to ask for you, Proud, is that a lot of our casters are saying that you are like the next generation star DPS, and I want to hear from you, Proud. Do you feel like you're that next generation star DPS that everyone is talking about? 자, 다음 질문은 요즘 또 미국 쪽, 특히나 미국 쪽에서 많은 캐스터분들이 우리 프라우드 선수가 차세대 스타 딜러다. 차세대 최고의 최강의 히트 스캔이라고 좀 말이 많은데 프라우드 선수는 어떻게 이거에 동의를 하시나요?
지금은 좀 많이 부족하다 생각하는데 언젠간 다 이기고 우승한다면 그때는 아마 저도 내가 그래도 짱이다 생각할 것 같아요.
I feel like I have still ways to go, but I mean, if I keep winning, if I do keep up this performance, I feel like I could be that next generation star player. Stockholm, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he's a good DPS? 벌써 이루신 것 같네요. All right, thank you so much, Proud. That is it for the interview. Desk, take it away.